What's good, Slimes? Ace Fragrance back with a fragrance double review of Zara Herbal Collection 01 and 02. I don't actually think that's what they're called. Then I'm looking at this. Herbal Collection 01, 02, pretty much. I originally blind bought this when I was on one of my Zara kicks. I was just like, yeah, I need something for work. I say that about a majority of my fragrances. I just need a new work scent, even though I've got like 50 work scents dedicated. And I just picked this up, blind bought it. I didn't even look at the notes. And I remember when I smell, which one was it? Let me just double check. I think it was O2. Yeah, when I smelled O2 first. Zero. I smelled number 2 first. When I tell you I was blown away, I was like, this smells magnificent. It's, yeah, because it was reminiscent of one of my favourite scents ever, Prada Luna Roja EDT. And then I smelled the other one. I was like, this is familiar as well. It was a clone one, the Invictus's. But that got me thinking, like, these last like good 5 hours. And they're very, very good interpretations of what they're mimicking. But the thing is, when I'm wearing the Invictus one in particular, I'm just like, I don't like the DNA that much to be wearing it. I'm only wearing it because it's just in a cheaper bottle. So does that give me like justification to wear it? Not really, because I think it's an okay scent. I'd rather wear something much better to work than Invictus dupe clone inspired by scent. So that's why I don't really wear it anymore. I'm just like, it smells okay. It smells like Invictus. And that's pretty much all I do. And I think I'm just like, I should just be wearing Invictus rather than this. The O2 is much more magical in my opinion. It just smells like Prada Luna Rosa EDT, Ocean EDT. I love the way this thing smells. Let me just find a place in my body there's no. Yeah, it's just a more weaker version of it. I do like, in terms of like what I think of it, I definitely think the Prada one's so much better. God knows, there's definitely sea salt in this. Yeah, I don't know which one's which. I think O2 is definitely Prada Luna Rosa. As you can see, I paid £26, so 13 ml per 100 ml. You actually just can't go wrong with this for like good spot on like clone scents. You really can't go wrong. Like you just can't. Like £13 to smell pretty much like one of the best designers ever and a very good designer. Like, yeah, you just can't go wrong. Both of these can work in every situation possible. I think Invictus 101 is it's a bit played out, but you can't go wrong with the Luna Rosa Ocean. I've got it on me. You may be thinking to yourself, where's this going? I do like both, but I've already got Invictus Legend, which I prefer over. This is Invictus Platinum, this one smells like. I just remembered the names. I prefer the Invictus Legend, which I think is discontinued now. Yeah, so it's not like the Invictus one's not really for me. The Prada Luna Rosa Ocean, I do like longevity with my fragrances, and I do prefer that because I get a good 7-8 hours with it. Obviously, a stronger scent and everything. So I would get the O2 and skip the O1, but I think this is discontinued. I would not buy this discontinued if it's like, I've seen it on eBay for 88 quid. I'd rather just buy, like, for 88 quid, you can get like 150 ml of the Prada one. And the Invictus one is like, there's so many Invictus clones out there that you can just pick one of those up and it'll, tick the box. For me, I don't think it's worth the discontinued prices at all. If you can get this for reasonable prices, like reasonable retail prices, absolutely pick it up. If you're like me and you're not too fussed about the Invictus DNA, and like every time I wear, like, I do prefer Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. So for me, it is a bit redundant because I'd rather wear that than a kind of inferior version. I remember buying this thinking I would wear it in time, but I don't want to wear my Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. But every time I thought about that, I just wore my Prada Luna Rosa Ocean. So I don't know how long this will stay in my collection for. like I said, I'll happily, like, I'm at a stage where if I want to wear Luna Rosa Ocean, I'll just opt for that, you know, rather than get the dupe. Obviously, my circumstances might change like next month, and I'm just like, yo, give me all the dupes. But as of right now, I'd rather just do that. Um, yeah. In terms of like everything, like for £13 for 100 ml each, easily both of these are like 8 out of 10. Individually, I'd give bless me. Individually, I'd give O1 a 5.5 out of 10 because it's a very good clone, and I would give O2 easily an 8.5 out of 10. But if you've already got both in your collection, they are a bit redundant unless you really want to like save those more high-end events and just have this as a kind of like a filler. Like, hence why I bought it. Like, I say like that's why I bought it. That's how I justified myself buying it, because it was a blind buy. But aside from that, they're very good scents. But if you have the originals and you're happy with the originals, then I don't think this is anything. It's not groundbreaking, but it might help you save a penny, you know, like wearing this rather than wearing the original. But for me, I do miss the oomph of the original, especially for Prada, so I'll probably opt for that more than I would with this. But if Prada was my signature scent, I would absolutely wear this to my gym in like substitute for it. But yeah, get this if you can get this for retail price. If it's above like, if it's like £30 per bottle, you can give it a skip and just save up for the original, in my opinion. But that's been Ace Fragrance, guys, and this has been a Zara Herbal collection. It's very strange. This got discontinued very quick, I think, like 2 years, less than that. I guess it wasn't that popular. But that's been Ace Fragrance, guys. Take care. Bye.